Buying from you so hard.
Right, hello YouTube, it's Jacob again from Team Pyramid. I'm joined with
Corey from Team Pyramid as well.
So we're having a fun duel. This is going to be the Flower Cardian deck profile that would have been put up like the day before. And it's also going up against my take on Pendulum Magicians without heavy Metaphors Electromite. So the only reason why I'm not playing it is because I don't have it yet. I haven't put the video up of me pulling it out the pack, so I'm not going to play it until I do that.
And just to continue our conversation, just before we start filming, Gaspar actually gets a magical musket card from
your deck to your hand. Yeah.
So yeah, it's very much needed.
Yeah.
All right.
It's still playable without him though.
Well,
it is and it isn't.
I would say that you'd need them and probably some
play it competitively. Yeah,
and put in some Shining Angels just to get either him or Delta.
So I rolled 18
and I rolled 2. So
we are still using the backup camera, so you won't be able to see the live points, but we'll talk that through. You like I do in all the live duels anyway. So I'll let Corey go first.
Okay.
Just so that way we can talk through some of the plays without worrying about anything.
So, reinforcements of the army. I get to add 1 level 4 or lower warrior monster type from my deck to my hand. Any reaction?
No.
Okay. That's handy.
So there's no explanation needed for reinforcements of the army.
No, it's pretty much a must in most warrior decks. In fact, I can't imagine any warrior deck that wouldn't use it. Except maybe Mech Warrior for this, or Mech Knight when it's out.
You'll be seeing that a profile of Mech Knights coming up as well, because next week, well, the week this actual video is going up, we will be doing pack openings of the Legendary Duelist Millennium and Extreme Force. And I've even managed to pick up some copies of Maximum Crisis Special Edition in Hunt for Ash Blossom.
Nice. So, if this card is normal summoned, draw 1 card. Any reaction before I draw?
No, mate, you're cool.
So I then show it, and I send it to the grave if it's not Flower Cardian monster, Flower Cardian Palawana with Phoenix. You can only use the effect of Flower Cardian Palawana once per turn. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if this card in my possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, I can draw 1 card. So because he's out, I now can kind of start off everything with this deck. So we will start with Palawana. Any reaction to Palawana being special summon?
Nah, mate, you go for it.
Special summon with Phoenix. Because it must go over by tributing a level 12 Flower Cardian monster, which surprisingly only Palawana is. So if this card is special summon, draw 1 card, and if you do, show it, then special summon if it's a Flower Cardian monster, otherwise send it to the grave.
And would you look at that? It's another Flower Cardian.
Just the way I want it to go. Palawana for Peony with Butterfly. Because that's been special summoned, I draw a card and show it. Then if it's a Flower Cardian monster, look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck.
Oh. So for the viewers, I'm going to show you them as well.
So you can have a look. I'll probably mention them anyway because I seem to always do it anyway. What the hell is this?
This is Pendulum Magician. At the moment, it's...
I have no idea what these are doing and there's too much to read. I've just put them at the bottom.
At the moment, Pendulum Magician is the top tier deck, so...
Oh.
Is the number 1 on the scene at the moment.
Okay. Flower Cardian Zebra Grass.
But that's running the Electromite build, which I'm not running.
Putting Peony with Butterfly back into the deck.
However, that video as well will be up next week.
So, as you may have seen, that's been, what, 7 cards so far out of my 5 card starting hand. Yeah, it's a drawing machine.
We played a game once.
Playing with Crane?
We played a game once, and literally within 2 turns, he managed to get down to 2 cards left in his deck.
Don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. 4 using player card Peony with Butterfly for the synchro. Everything becomes level 2. Rain shower or light shower. So my monsters cannot be targeted by card effects and cannot be destroyed by card effects. And when you draw, you take 1,500 damage. Super Koi Koi. 1, 2, and 3. I take 1,000. And God, I did not need that. And it is you.
Right. I'll draw for my turn.
Take 1,500 damage for drawing.
Right.
So I've not yet played against this deck that Jacob's playing, nor have I seen anything to do with it. So I have a feeling I'm going to get my ass kicked.
Probably not. Right. I set in my Pendulum Zone Time Gazer Magician.
Mm-hmm.
I then activate Duelist Alliance. Lets me search through my deck for either a Pendulum Monster or a Pendulum Spell and Trap card.
Now, Time Gazer Magician, wasn't he one of the first Pendulum monsters?
Yeah. So this deck, I have sort of updated it for the ban list, but like I said, I'm not running the proper build yet because I haven't done the pack openings for the video. So when that is, you'll see the proper deck, the deck profile, because this is slightly different from the video I put up. But basically, what this does, it lets you go through your deck and it lets you go through your deck, Duelist Alliance, and either pick a Pendulum Monster or a Pendulum Spell Trap card.
Okay.
Time Gazer was one of the originals that put magicians on the scene.
Cool. Also, spoiler alert for Team Pyramid's channel. I am probably the most new to Yu-Gi-Oh! So
Corey, we will be adding a new segment very shortly. It'll be the TCG Tuesdays. So we'll be looking at other TCG games as well.
including those that are defunct.
Yeah, including those that are no longer on the scene. But Corey knows a lot about the rules and the card sequences and things like that. So that's why he's part of the channel. Not just that, it's always fun as well.
Yeah.
So I add Wisdom Eye to my hand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I also forgot to mention that with Super Koi Koi, the monsters I have are all level 2 and don't have their effects.
I'm then gonna place Wisdom Eye.
Okay.
I'm gonna use its effect to pop itself.
Okay.
And then that will let me have a search. However, that triggers my monster's effect from my hand.
Okay.
I then summon my Astrograph Sorcerer.
Right.
Which will then trigger his effect, which lets me have a search for the monster that got popped. So,
okay.
I get another Wisdom Eye to hand, and I go ahead and bring out Purple Poison Magician in my other Pendulum Zone.
So, what's his name? Wisdom Eye. He allows you to get himself.
Yeah, he lets you get So Wisdom Eye's got Purple Poison.
Right.
But Astrograph has gone ahead and his effect lets you special summon itself when a magician monster, when a pendulum monster is destroyed.
Yeah.
And then it lets you get a copy of the card that was destroyed from your deck, adds it to your hand, and special summons itself.
Right. Okay. So that's how that's going.
And you can also search Time Gazer Magician off of Astrograph as well.
Okay.
But there's Wisdom Eye if you want to have a read.
You can discard this card. Actually, how magical is that? Well, destroy this card if you get a place will match it. Cool. Okay.
Right. I'm then going to Pendulum 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Pendulum my White Wing Magician and my Wisdom Eye.
Okay.
I'm then going to go ahead and Synchro into Supreme King Clear Wing Dragon.
Okay.
So that's a Raigeki.
Okay.
So it nukes your field.
Can't be destroyed by card effects.
Including Okay.
Yeah, so Life Shower basically stops that because it's a case of your opponent cannot target Flower Cardian monsters you control with card effects. Also, those monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects.
I would have done a take back then, but that's my bad.
So nothing is actually killed, which thank fuck for that. Or well, if we can't swear on the channel, I've already broken one rule. So
alright, I'm gonna set 2 cards face down. I'm then going to Astrograph Sorcerer is then going to attack his Light Shower,
so
triggering my Purple Poison.
Okay.
I then get to go ahead. Once per turn, if a Dark Spellcaster type monster battles before damage calculation, you can activate this effect. That monster gains 1,200 attack, and this card is destroyed.
Okay.
Okay, so he's now 3,700.
Yep. So he is.
And it goes ahead, triggers its own effect from when it's been destroyed, popping.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 700.
Yep.
And then I'm also going to go ahead and attack with Supreme.
So 1,500.
What attack's that?
1,000.
Okay, so that's 1 5. 1 5.
And that brings me down to 4,800.
And I'm sitting at 6,005. And you're up, Corey.
Okay, draw. Oh, my only card, and it's just what I need. That's not what I need. Oh my god, anything looking at Nope. 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 Okay. Oh, thanks, Brian.
So this isn't really fair. We did say, Corey did ask for me to play one of my best decks against it. So I'm only going to do one duel with this, and then I'm going to switch to another deck to show you the difference, because it's not exactly a fair matchup.
Right. Suicide Rush. Pain attacks.
So you take 2,400.
Okay. I draw a card because Pain was destroyed. That didn't work out.
Okay, so as it stands, Corey is sitting at 2,400 and I'm sitting at 65.
Sure.
I draw for my turn. I activate Pot of Desires.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh.
I'm going to draw 2 cards.
I forget about Pot Desire.
Right. At the end of the duel,
yep,
we'll show you what I banished. I'm not looking until the end either.
How many is you're allowed to run with Pot Desire? Just the one?
3.
3? Well, I suppose that makes sense. You're going to kill yourself.
It can only be
by
activated once per turn, so...
Yeah, you basically kill yourself by activating 3.
I'm then going to go ahead and...
So I'm assuming one of the best things you can actually get rid of is your other Pot of Desires.
Pretty much.
It's just they're so...
Everyone says that Pot of Desires... There's loads of people out there that say that Pot of Desires is a neg-9 because you're banishing. However, the only resources that actually matter are the ones that are in your hand.
Yeah.
And on the field. So, it is, no matter what, it is a +1.
Yeah.
Because you're banishing, you've activated it, you're banishing, so you never had them resources in your hand. So
yeah, you're not losing anything.
You're not losing anything, technically. But you're gaining 1 card.
Yeah.
So, technically, it's a +1.
Well, I mean, if the amount of cards in your deck really matter. People build 60 card decks, not 40 card decks.
People do build it, obviously, the new like, Shuanui and like Light Swan, zombie Light Swan variants, and the grass is greener.
Yeah.
But no matter what I do this turn, I have 1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to attack with clearing just to end the game for that one. Okay. So we'll have a look at what I banished. So I banished a Chronograph Sorcerer, another Pot of Desires, a Harmonizing Magician, Time Pendulum Graph, another Chronograph, a Cosmic Cyclone, 2 Victor Pendulum the Draco Lord, Pendulum Call, and a Oath Dragon Magician.
You know what? Let's go again.
Against this deck?
Yeah. I'm a glutton for punishment.
See, because it did start off pretty bad. So this deck, Pendulum Magicians, everyone knows, since the ban list has taken a big hit in consistency since Double Iris Magician has been banished to like never come off the ban list again.
Right.
It was just a ridiculous searcher.
So kind of like not the True Draco, is the... I know they got one of their guys hit. It's
Yeah.
the True Draco King or something.
No, this just got hurt really badly.
Did True Dracos actually ever take off in a bigger way than...
It's still played now.
is it?
Still played now. Masterpiece is always going to be a threat while it's at 3. Along with Dragonic Diagram, that's still at 3 as well. It's just always going to be a threat.
So the question I have is, what's better, that or Monarchs? Because Monarchs has a ridiculous amount of consistency. I played with a half-baked Monarch deck. There you go. And that half-baked deck did enough.
I've actually got the half-baked Monarch deck here. And like we'll show you the difference later on in the duel.
I mean...
But I prefer Monarchs. However, Dracos, you don't need to have the spell and trap cards on the field because they all get their effects inherently as well when they're popped to summon themselves.
Yeah. And I'll go first again since I lost.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We'll set one.
Our beautiful field center as well.
Yep. I'll activate, or sorry, I will reveal. Any reaction to that?
No.
So draw. Fire card.
You may want to reveal it for the.
Yep. So that was just Blossom with Cherry, with Curtain. You have to reveal it, then you do the draw, and because I drew a Flower Cardian, it stays in the field. And I'm just trying to find a way to build something in the field. So I'm going to start having to waste cards. So Boar, draw and reveal, Zebra Grass, play Zebra Grass. Yes, this Boar is 2, 4, 6, 7. He's a 7, so just can play Zebra Grass. Reveal 3 Flower Cardian monsters, going back into my deck so I can get draw 3. Part of the reason why that is just nothing I had was playable at the moment. Main thing about the Cardian deck is you don't want to stop till you have whatever synchro it is you need to win the game. In this case, what I'm hoping to do is get my 5 out, because he can continue to negate spells, so he can't do any of his pendulum shit. And again, late night.
May have to age restrict this one, but it's all good.
Yeah, Team Pyramid, Corey shows up and just ruins everything for everybody. Good. Pine. Draw and reveal, Galaxy Cyclone. I will then reveal Blossom with Curtain. Draw and reveal, Super Koi Koi.
You may want to put them up a little bit because we are working on the dodgy camera today.
Blossom with Curtain. Draw and reveal. Yes. I'm then going to banish Super Koi Koi. I really need to do something here.
So if you can hear me laughing, my cat's harassing Corey's girlfriend in the background. It's just all over Laura.
And we'll go with Calligrapher.
I just do what I want.
Done
My channel.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to be able to do at the moment. I could turn them into, you know what, I'll do it just for the safety. But it's not a good move. Fire Cardian. Okay, it should take 1,500.
Right, well,
so that didn't work out quite how I hoped.
I'll draw for my turn.
So I can't really negate anything this turn. I've got a 3,000 in the field, which is just a way to sort of stop him from hopefully doing anything major. One back row at the moment. And we'll see how things go.
Right, I'm going to activate Pendulum Call.
Okay.
You got anything to stop it?
Nope.
Right, I'm pitching from my hand White Wing.
I'm guessing this just allows you to find another pendulum for...
It lets me set up 2 scales.
Oh, it's up straight away.
Pendulum Call is one of the older ones that is just...
So you can see why I really wanted the main light flare. If light flare was out, he activates that and negate it. He tries to set up pendulum, that's fine. He tries to activate a pendulum and negate it. He tries to do anything with the pendulum and negate it.
I'm going back in, so I'm gonna pop my Wisdom Eye.
Yep. So, I mean, it's very much a case of, had I got that card, that would be fine. Didn't get the card. Things are going down now.
To get my Oath. Oath Dragon. I'm then going to go ahead and Pendulum. I'm going to Pendulum 3.
Good down.
I'm going to Pendulum Black Fang Magician.
Yep.
Wisdom Eye. And Harmonizing, which triggers Harmonizing Magician's effect.
Okay.
Which allows me to search for my deck for a Magician monster. Special summon it in defense position.
Damn it! I just realised something.
Well,
I forgot to mention in the deck profiling for Flower Cardian that when Light Flare dies, I get to then special summon from my extra deck a Flower Cardian monster. Yeah, last time when we were doing it, I missed out Board Fly's effect. Just saying he was there for the fun of it. So yeah, not doing well in these deck profiles so far.
you'll get it.
I say so far, there's only one evidence that I did it.
Right, I'm then going to Synchro.
Yep.
Into Biel's.
Yep.
So Biel's has to be summoned with a Dark Tuner plus one non-Dark Tuner. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. When this card attacks, I take no damage from attacks involving this card or from an opponent's card effects. This card gains attack equal to the damage I would have taken.
Okay.
So, I'm then going to go ahead and attack with...
So you're attacking
Yep. So my monster cannot be destroyed, however yours can.
It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Okay, I activate Breakthrough skill.
In regards to that, yeah, fair enough. So they're both destroyed.
Yep.
Okay, I'm then going to go ahead and attack for 15.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go... 2 seconds, I'm taking it off the wrong person. I'm going to...
That's alright. I don't think it'll matter too much.
I'm taking 15 of you. Then I'm attacking for 17. Main phase 2, I'm activating Oath Dragons.
Yep.
In order to bring back Harmonise into hand.
Okay.
And I shall end my turn at that point.
So at this point, what I need is a Flower Gathering. If I get that, I have a full field again, or Recoordination. Flower Gathering.
Just so wrong.
Oh, that happens more often than we would probably both care to admit. I am the Yu-Gi-Ohs.
You're challenging the Yu-Gi-Oh! Jesus.
This is where I don't have the other zebra. Oh, he was the top card. Thank God.
To be fair, I'm not actually sure who looks more like you, that Yugi Jesus, you or Yugi No.
Alright, so that worked out pretty much impossibly well. So basically, Flower Gathering, special summon 4 Flower Cardian monsters with 100 attack and different names from your deck. So these are the only 4 you can get.
It allows him to go into a special summon.
But they have their effect negated.
So don't allow him to go into a special summon.
Also, they cannot be tributed for a tribute for a summon. And you can only activate 1 per turn. Cannot normal or special summon all monsters during your activation. You activate this card, except Flower Cardian monsters. So,
did you cut mine at the end of the...
yes.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just double checking.
What was going here? Nothing that I can do. Okay, Galaxy Cyclone, destroy that.
Okay.
Put these all on defense. And... yeah, sure.
Right, I'll draw for my turn. I'm activating Duelist Alliance to let me get Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Let's go time gazer.
Okay. So, I really feel like this deck would be shut down by a Light Flare. Like, just how much you go into like the grave and whatnot, and you rely on your spells / pendulum spell effects. So, it's... I get this again, is what we said in the deck profiling. It's ridiculous how much this can destroy meta decks without being just a shitty anti-meta, because it locks down your opponent. I've accepted the fact I'm going to screw up every time now. So
It's just swearing. Like, all the duels before, all the videos, no swearing.
I know, I don't know how I managed.
Corey, love you, mate, love you. Alright, I'm gonna set my time gazer in the pendulum zone. I'm gonna activate my Pot of Desires. So, they're meant to be face down, but this is probably going to be the last round,
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you. So it's Doors Alliance, Time Pendulum, Lecter, Star Pendulum, Wisdom Eye, so that's first 5.
Yep.
Astrograph, Chronograph, Pepper Poison, Chronograph, another Pot of Desires.
Yep. Thank God for that.
And I get my 2 cards. I'm then going to go ahead and Pendulum 1.
Okay.
I'm going to Pendulum Harmonizing, which allows me to go and get my Black Fang to defense.
See, that's one thing that annoys me about Breakthrough skill. It's you can only use its in graveyard effect on your turn.
Yeah.
Like it should, I would have thought it should have been either player since it's a trap card. But
I'm going to go ahead and Synchro.
Yep. Which is another thing I didn't mention in the video. So yeah.
Into my just Rogeki is board.
Yep. Sorry, I'm going to steal this for a moment.
That's cool.
Yeah, just don't face up monsters. Cool.
I'm then going to go ahead and attack for 25, 15 and 17.
In this game. So, yeah, that was unfortunate for me. I didn't actually manage to get either of those games to get a 5 drop. I think I may have jumped the gun a bit too much in the first one, which is probably what stopped it. This one, it was just unfortunate.
Literally, I did say to you. I did say. We will do another video with it, but it'll be against a different deck. Perhaps then you might get a different view on the actual deck itself. But thank you very much for watching YouTube, and see you later.
Bye.